I will reject the idea that if he returns in the Senate, manganganib ang buhay niya. It is as if that we're giving credence to his statement, which I believe is not true.
Whenever we need him, we'll just direct the PNP Custodial Center to deliver him here. And if the House of Representatives will be needing him, they will have to ask our permission. They cannot go direct to the PNP and tell them to bring the person of Bryce Hernandez to the House of Representatives. And this is not a new rule, Mr. President. We have committed Alvin Balag to the Pasay City Jail. We have committed persons cited in contempt by the Senate in other detention centers. We're not changing the rules, Mr. President. So that's my manifestation, Mr. President.
Yeah. Minority Leader, go ahead.
Tama po si Senator Lacson na may legal at physical custody. Pero it's always the committee and the Senate who decides the physical custody. So in the case na sinabi yung Pasay City Jail, it was the decision of Senator Dick Gordon and the committee na doon ilagay. In fact, ayaw nila eh. Yung mga kinulong doon, gusto nga dito.
Ganito, no? Halatang-halata, nagkakampihan na si Lacson tsaka si Soto eh.
In this case, it is the witness, Assistant DE, saying, wag niyo akong dalhin doon, tapos siya yung nasunod. So the issue here is not only the physical and the legal custody. The issue also is the integrity of the Senate, the perception that if we don't have him here, lahat na lang ng witnesses sasabihin, wag tayo doon. Paano kung wala rin silang tiwala sa PNP? Wag sa PNP, lilipat natin sa NBI. The peculiarity of this case is that it wasn't the House nor the Senate, nor the PNP, nor the intelligence community making the request. It was the witness.
I beg to disagree. It was Speaker Martin Romualdez who was asking me.
Yes,
I
Mr.
did not
President.
talk to the witness. I did not hear him say. It was only Speaker
Mr. President,
Martin.
it was live in the hearing. Bago siya magsalita, sinabi niya, pwede ba, mga congressman, wag niyo akong ibabalik sa Senate dahil may mga, hindi ako safe, may mga senador doon. Ang sabi ng congressman, magsalita ka muna. Meaning condition pa nila, magsalita ka, saka na. That's why I think, in fairness to the speaker, no, I don't think this is his personal wishes.
I don't think he was also present. Much the same as I did not hear that.
Let me clarify that, Mr. President. I don't think it's his personal request. I think he was conveying it as Speaker to this chamber in the same manner na pag may request kami sa House, either the Majority Leader or the Senate President will request it. But hindi naman po alam ng tao na ang request ay formal eh. And again, hindi ko na kuni-question yung kagabi, but all over the news and live, yun po ang lumalabas, yung witness ang nagdidikta na wag niyo ako ibalik sa Senate. Ano ba experience niya dito? Ano ba ang ginawa natin sa kanya? Diba?
Wag siyang ibalik sa Senate for detention. Pero
Yes.
we will never allow that he not be brought here back when
Agree,
he
Mr.
needed.
President,
As a
but
matter of fact, if you move for for him to be returned here, we will return him right away.
Agree, Mr. President. Ang problema kasi gives the impression na pag dito, mapre-pressure or may kakausap sa kanya eh. Yun yung impression ngayon eh. Which I think is unfair to all of us. I'd love for him to name senators here para ma-confront natin siya.
Grabe, no?
But anyway, Mr. President,
Yes,
I think we vented the, I don't know the pressure of my colleagues. So may I yield to Senator
So
Marcoleta?
just to ventilate more on what the minority leader was saying, let me just place on record so that the public will know. We have Section 6C of the rules of the Blue Ribbon Committee. It's very clear. It says a witness cited in contempt may be ordered to be detained in such place as may be designated by the committee alone or with the concurrence of the Senate President or either.
Just on the rules, we've done this already in the past, and we have not deviated from the rules. But if our good colleagues would like to discuss this further, maybe in a caucus, after the speeches, we could have a caucus and discuss, Mr. President, if we want him back here or we would keep him in the PNP Custodial Center.
Yes,
so that we can continue with the debates.
We'll continue with that. But before I recognize Senator De La Rosa or Senator Marcoleta, again, for the concern of the minority leader, the People's or the Independent Commission that is being created, we leave it up to the executive. That's their problem. But in the Senate, I have filed since August 16 the Independent People's Commission. Perhaps your concern can be addressed in our own bill. I hope very soon we will be conducting a hearing of the matter.
Yeah, both, Mr. President, because if you remember, during the time of Ferdinand Marcos Sr., there were independent commissions. And the opposition, and we are the new opposition here,
Yes.
advocated that. But I am studying your bill, and I thank you for filing it, Mr.
We
President.
can include that. We can include that. And this bill will be a lot better than the executive order because the executive order can be shut down by the Supreme Court. But especially Section 4 of the proposed executive order. But in Section 4 of the Independent People's Commission, we are practically addressing that already right there in the bill. All right, thank you. Senator, are you giving way? Senator
you, Mr.
Marcoleta is recognized.
Yan. Yari ka pa dyan. Isa pa
I
yan.
have the permission, Mr. President, to read your letter addressed to the House Infrastructure Committee dated September 8, 2025. This is to formally approve your request for Mr. Bryce Hernandez to attend your hearing tomorrow, September 9, 2025, 9 a.m. at the People's Center House of Representatives. We expect that he be returned safely immediately after the said hearing to the Senate.
To the
It's
Senate.
very categorical, Mr. President.
Yan yung sulat ni Soto doon sa Kamara na as soon as matapos nyo, ibalik nyo sa Senado. Ayan. Pumayag yung Kamara. Ayan, tanong, bakit hindi may balik? Tayo magpaikot-ikot, tatakot lang kayo kay Romualdez.
Their request that he be called for hearing in the House of Representatives was conditioned upon his safely return to the Senate. There is no need for a motion, Mr. President.
Tama!
I was still the chairman of Blue Ribbon Committee at the time, and it was very clear that we committed him to the custody of our Sergeant at Arms. Not in Quezon City, not anybody else.
Ayun!
And so, as already asked by Senator Alan, we are not supposed to change the rule.
Tama!
I move, Mr. President, that he be back immediately to the custody of the Senate. Not only because this is the condition that you gave them, but more importantly, in order to erase the perception that if he is here in the Senate, he is not safe. I will reject the idea that if he returns in the Senate.
Tama, para ka kasing sumang-ayon dun sa sinasabi nung yung na yon, yung sugarol na yon. Para ka sinasabi mo ngayon na, oy, sabi kasi ng sugarol, ayokong bumalik doon sa Senado kasi hindi doon safety, may mga senador doon. Sabi, di ba, inulit pa ni Cayetano sabi nung nagmamagaling na chair doon, sige, magpangalan ka muna. Ganun-ganun yun so para bagang napilitan siya magpangalan para hindi na siya may balik doon. Di ba? Kasi kailangan ka magpangalan para hindi kayo balik sa Senado. So nagpangalan siya. Si ganito, si ganire. Tapos ngayon, hindi nyo pababalikin. Hindi para nyo sinabi na totoo yung akusasyon niya na hindi sa safety sa Senado. Bakit? May terorista ba dyan? Tama si Marcoleta asisira yung perception na safety.
Manganganib ang buhay niya. It is as if that we are giving credence to his statement, which I believe is not true.
Correct.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, with due respect to our colleague, Senator Marcoleta, there was an intervention. Actually, he was supposed to come back to the Senate.
Sinong
But the Speaker
intervention?
of the House had intervened and asked if he can be kept in the House, which you did not agree.
The Speaker intervened. Tapos ang usapan. Oh.
So, as already asked by Senator Alan, we are not supposed to change the rule. I move, Mr. President, that he be back immediately to
Immediately.
the custody of the Senate. Not only because this is the condition that you gave them, but more importantly, in order to erase the perception that if he is here in the Senate, he is not safe, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, with due respect to our colleague, Senator
Ena.
Marcoleta, there was an intervention. Actually, he was supposed to come back to the Senate. But the Speaker of the House had intervened and asked if he can be kept in the House, which you did not agree.
Nag-intervene daw si Speaker.
And you said that we will put him in the PNP Custodial Center under the custody still of OSA and the Senate.
Legal custody of the
Yes.
Senate.
So when he wrote the letter, Your Honor, wala pang intervention. So walang kasalanan dyan si Senate President. He was
Wala naman, hindi naman yun na sinasabi. The point is, hindi dapat payagan. Ikaw naman, Subiri. Pero masyado ka namang masyado naman yan. Masyado namang bulaloy ang ginagawa mo.
Mr.
which
President,
allows
the
us-
request of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is inconsequential here. Legal or otherwise, the custody must be here.
Yan.
They are only asking us to lend him to their committee. The legal custody is still acquired by the Senate. And then the committee was the one who ordered him to be legally detained in the custody of the Senate. The committee was the one who did that, not the Speaker of the House of Representatives. He could request that. But we are sorry to deny that
maybe,
because
Mr.
the legal
President,
custody,
Mr. President, yeah.
legal or physical, is still with the Senate.
Mr. President, I think the points raised by Senator Marcoleta are valid. I think at the time, the witness had no fear of his life, but now he has fear of his life. We will guarantee that he's safe, even if he's in the Senate.
Mali
We
yun.
will guarantee he's safe.
Mali yun! Anak ng wewe, oh. So, talagang aaminin nyo na lang na maaari siyang patayin dyan? Sa Senado, ganon? Wala pala, buti natanggal kang Senate President eh. Papayag kayo na ganon?
Safety, if he's here in the Senate. But let's also be transparent, Your Honor, because I think the question there is kung meron bang mag-iimpluwensya pa sa kanya.
That was the point of the
Later on.
minority leader.
Correct.
There might be a perception that if he's here, he might be influenced by someone. That is also
Correct, Mr. President.
the minority leader made mention of that.
And that's why I believe the Senate President made that decision to keep him in a neutral area, which is the PNP
Wala.
Custodial Center. But then again, Mr. President, we're a deliberative body. If the body would wish him back here to the Senate, then we can discuss it further.
Mr. President. Just
Lagi nila sinasabi with the body kasi alam nyo marami kayo. Yun ang totoo dun eh. Pero the fact na nag-giveaway kayo kay Speaker, wala pala kayo. Wala na tayong maasahan. Dati kahit papano, maasahan natin ng Senado. Ngayon, wala na talaga.
quick intervention.
Go ahead, Senator Lacson.
I would like to echo the earlier manifestation of the majority leader. Yung letter po ng ating Senate President was valid before the intervening event occurred. So we cannot invoke the letter of the Senate President kasi wala pa yung intervening event na mayroong request from the Speaker of the House. And the Senate President, using his own wisdom, granted the request. But we have not given the legal custody of Bryce Hernandez to the House. We still maintain or retain the legal custody over his person. And as I mentioned earlier, kung kailangan siya ng House, they will have to seek permission from the Senate President.
Again, yes, they are not in
Thank you,
custody.
Mr. President.
Yes, Senator
Mr.
De La Rosa,
President.
yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
You know,
Let Senator De La Rosa speak first. Go ahead.
we have a very sad experience, Mr. President. Because if the reason why the Speaker requested for Bryce Hernandez to be detained not in the Senate because for fear of being influenced by anybody or any member of the Senate. Alam mo, Mr. President, Colonel Grijaldo nag-testify dito sa ating committee about the wrongdoings of the members of the Quadcom. Nagsumbong siya dito, Mr. President. And after he read his statement, sabi niya sa amin, Sir, can I be protected by the Senate? Dahil alam kong pinag-initan ako ngayon ng House. So, I share the information to the committee and even to the leadership of the Senate. But the following day, or the days after, he was required to appear before the Quadcom, and he was cited in contempt. Nang siya ay na-contempt, kinulong siya doon. At nang kinulong siya doon, look what happened. Binubombard siya doon, pinupuntahan siya doon at siya sabihan na huwag yung gusto namin na mangyari, gawin mo na para makalabas ka na dito sa kulungan. Hindi nag-give in si Colonel Grijaldo. Kinulong siya hanggang natapos ang 19th Congress. So, Mr. President, sila ay takot sa kanilang ginagawa mismo.
Yan! Grabe!
Hindi po yan gagawain ng Senado na mag-impluensya ng resource person.
Suntukan lang. Ginawa nila na nga dati yun eh. Di ba? Ayan na nga, kay Grijaldo. Pinayagan niyang lumipat sa kabila para tas kinulong. Di ba? Ngayon, eto na naman kayo. Uto-uto. Wala kang kwenta, Soto.
Never pa nangyari yan na mayroong pumunta doon sa baba, tinakot yung nakakulong, contempt, cited in contempt na resource person. Gawain nila yan sa House of Representatives.
Nako.
Ginawa nila kay Colonel Grijaldo. Kaya huwag tayong basta-basta bumigay sa kanila dahil we should be independent from them, Mr. President. Hindi natin sila dapat sundin kung anong kagustuhan nila. We have to stand on our own. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Yes, Senator Marcoleta.
noong pong September 8, 2025, ako pa rin po ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Ang Blue Ribbon Committee po ang nag-approve ng legal and physical custody nung ma-cite in contempt si Bryce Hernandez. Nung makiusap po ang Speaker ng House of Representatives sa inyo, di po ba dapat nakonsulta naman ang chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee? Dahil kami po, ginawa namin yon through the collective wisdom of the committee. Hindi po namin gawa-gawa yon. Kaya lang namin siya cite in contempt sapagkat halos ipamukha na namin sa kanya ang mga datos. Ibinigay ko na sa kanya ang lahat ng ipinanalo at ipinatalo niya sa kasino. Pati yung ginagamit niyang dalawang ID na galing sa LTO, ayaw pa niyang aminin. Ganun po yung nangyari. Gusto lamang namin siyang turuan ng leksyon para sa ganun kahit papano baka maisip niya na dapat sana mapahiya na siya sa sarili niya kung meron pa siyang kahihiyan. Dapat naman sana nung siya'y mag-request ngayon sa House of Representatives, hindi po sa kanya dapat manggaling ang request kung saan siya magko-custody. Ang custody po yung natapos na. Nagsalita na po ang Blue Ribbon Committee. Bakit po hindi man lang nakonsulta ang Blue Ribbon Committee? Bakit kailangan po ang House of Representatives Speaker ang mananaig sa kanyang request? Kalabisan na po ba ang Blue Ribbon Committee noong araw na yon, Mr. President?
May I be clarified on what date that transpired? Yesterday or
September 8 po.
Monday?
Yes, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Monday was the hearing here in the Senate. Monday he was cited in contempt. But the hearing in the House was on Tuesday, September 9.
Yes, Tuesday. So in the evening, when yesterday, no. So in the evening, when the Speaker called me, Senator Marcoleta was no longer chairman of the Blue Ribbon.
No more, because we had already elected
It was
Senator
already Senator Lacson.
Lacson, yes.
Ibig ba sabihin po, Mr. President, nawawala ng visa yung ginawa namin?
Hindi.
Ganun po pala.
He's still in legal custody.
Dapat po,
Therefore,
igagalang po kung ano yung aming iniwan.
Yes,
Doon tayo magsisimula.
Ang iniwan ninyo, cite in contempt.
Hindi
And
po.
illegal
Nasa
custody
legal
of the
custody
Senate.
na po ng,
He was still
ng House.
under the legal
ng,
custody of
ng
the Senate.
Mr. President, may I ask for immediate suspension?
Session suspended.
Grabe, no? Ayan na, session suspended na. Wala na. Ayan na nga yung sinasabi natin, ladies and gentlemen, di ba? Etong mga to, tama sila Marcoleta tama sila Bato Ginawa na yan dati, di ba? Ginawa na yan dati doon kay Grijaldo. Yan yung sabi ni Bato. Ito naman pinu-point out ni Marcoleta. Sandali, nagdesisyon yung Blue Ribbon, which is siya yung head nun, na dito siya ikino-contempt. Takapapayag ba tayo na sinasabi na tila meron talagang danger dito sa Senado? Walang kwenta yung usapin na yan, di ba? Sana lang, tuloy natin. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari dito.
Mr. President, if I may, but just to put on record that it's with the understanding that the Senate retains its jurisdiction over that person, Mr. President. Just
Of
to put
course.
that on record, Mr. President.
Of
Thank you.
course, it has never been the opposite. He was always under our legal custody. So the motion is to transfer that particular person to the Pasay City Jail. Any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved. The Sergeant at Arms is hereby directed to transfer Bryce Hernandez to the Pasay City Jail as soon as possible.
Just a manifestation, if I may, Mr.
Senator
President.
Estrada,
Mr. President, I think we have to ask the OSA to be strict in implementing the rules with regard to the visitation hours of a prisoner, Mr. President. No visitors allowed. Only immediate members of the family, lawyers, priests, etc., etc. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, the Sergeant at Arms hereby directed, and make a list of those who will visit him.
Yes, we'd like to
Thank you.
recognize Senator Marcoleta, Mr. President.
Senator
Grabe, no? Pumayag na lang sila sa Pasay na lang.
Marcoleta is recognized.
Mr. President, meron po pong isang isyong naiwan
Ano yon?
dahil noong September 8 po, while I was still the chairman of the Blue Ribbon, napagkaisahan po ng komite dahil sa noong September 1, kung maalala po natin, as chairman, I floated the idea na para makatulong po kung merong gustong lumabas na do sa 15 na kasama sa pagdinig, makakatulong po sila ma-identify po lahat ng mga kasabwat sa anomalyang paglalatag ng mga proyektong pang flood control. Pinload po natin yung idea na kung gusto ninyo, ay kinakausap na po namin ng DOJ, you may be provided by provisional immunity. Of course, pag-aaralan natin kung qualified kayo. Sa nakikita naman namin, basta hindi kayo most guilty at napakarami pong ibang mga requisites doon, tinignan po natin mabuti. After 1 week, Mr. President, dalawa pong mag-asawa, yung Diskaya, ang naggawa po ng sworn statement. Pero bago po nila gawin yon, ay siniguro ko po na talagang sila ay voluntary na gagawa ng sworn statement. Kaya yung pong kanilang emissary, sinabi ko, kailangan sumulat muna sila na talagang gusto nilang magsalita at walang halong pagsisinungaling ito. Yun ang option na gusto nila at narinig nila yung aming pinopload na option na sila'y lumabas bilang isang witness, a state witness. Yun nga po ang nangyari, Mr. President, hanggang sa sila nga ay tumestigo sa komite, dala-dala at binasa nila yung kanilang sworn statement. Nang dahil po doon, Mr. President, ay gumawa kami ng sulat sa ating kalihim ng Department of Justice. At yun nga po ay September 8, 2025. Gusto ko po malaman, Mr. President, ano po yung status noon sapagkat kayo na po ang pumalit na Senate President by that time.
Yes, the proposal and your intention is indeed, yes, it's laudable. We may be able to get state witnesses there, no? But
So ayan po, ladies and gentlemen, ha, pakita lang natin, ha, kasi para natin maunawaan kung sino ba itong grupo nila Bryce.
Bago na namang pasabog si Senator Ping Lacson, kabilang dyan ang halos 1 bilyong na ipatalo daw sa kasino ng mga binansagang BGC Boys o Bulacan Group of Contractors. Pati ang anak ni dating DPWH Secretary Manuel Bunoan iniuugnay. Naritong muli ang aking report.
Parang nakinikinita ko na, Mr. President, na nagtatawanan pa ang mga matatalinong gagong matching na ito habang nagbibiyahe papuntang kasino, dala ang kwartang kinulimbat habang naglilimas ng tubig baha, papalabas ng kanilang mga bahay ang mga pobreng taga Bulacan.
Garapal, walang hiya, walang konsensya. Yan ang matinding
1 billion ang pinatalo sa kasino?
Na nagwaldas umano ng halos 1 bilyon sa kasino.
Alupit.
Isiniwalat ni Lacson ang umano'y BGC Boys o Bulacan Group of Contractors na binubuo ng 5 opisyal na nilamon di umano ng sugal at katiwalian. Henry Alcantara alias Joseph Castro Villegas, Bryce Erickson Hernandez alias Marvin Santos de Guzman, JP Mendoza alias PJ Castro Asuncion, RJ Dumasig alias Sandro Bernardo Park, at Edric San Diego. Gumagamit daw sila ng peking pangalan at ID para makapasok sa mga kasino. Base sa dokumento na nakuha ni Lacson, aabot sa 950 million pesos ang winaldas ng grupo sa iba't ibang kasino sa Metro Manila, Cebu at Pampanga.
Habang lubog pa rin sa tubig baha ang mga taga Bulacan, dahil sa mga pangungurakot na mga ito, sige pa rin ang pagpapasasa ng BGC Boys sa pagwawaldas ng pera ng taong bayan.
Naku puta.
Walang kahiya-hiya sa katawan.
Mga walang ya.
Wala pong konsyensya mga ito, Mr. President.
Ito pa, ang tropang BGC Boys, katakatakang nanalo ng halos kalahating bilyong piso sa kasino. Ang swerte naman daw ata masyado. O baka may nangyayari din daw na magic.
Baka naman money laundering scheme. May report kami at ito ay amin pang binabalidate na peke lang ang pagdeklara nilang panalo.
Hindi lang sugal ang nakakalula, pati mga proyekto mistulang gawa-gawa. Gaya nitong flood control project sa Barangay Perez sa Bulacan. 92 million pesos ang pondo, na-award noong December 17, 2024. Tapos pagdating ng December 20, abay 46% complete na raw agad-agad.
May pambihirang talento at unusual speed pala ang mga taga-Sims Construction. O baka
alam mo yung laundry na yan, ang ginagawa kasi diyan, 'di ba, magkukuha ka ng chips, 'di ba? Bibigay mo ilang milyon chips. Tapos ilalaro mo lang ilan. Naibigay mo na yung pera mo, 'di ba? Tapos ilalaro mo lang yung ilan. Tapos kung nanalo ka na ng konti, pupunta ka na ngayon, i-claim mo na. Tapos hihingi ka ng parang certificate doon o na ipanalo ko ito. 'Di ba? So ibig sabihin, yung pera kung meron ka man, kung saan manggaling yung perang pinalaro mo, wala na, nandun na, napalitan na ng chips. Ngayon, pag i-question ka, kasi may panalo ko. Hindi pwedeng, kasi tandaan ninyo, 'di ba, sa mga bangko, pag magde-deposit ka ng certain amount, tatanungin saan galing 'yan kasi nga pwede maging money laundering 'yon. Sabihin, yung perang galing sa illegal ay pwede mong i-deposit tapos i-withdraw mo in the future, mali yun, di ba? So ito, parang sinasabi, milyon-milyon, pag ilalaro nila kunwari, tapos sasabihin nila, panalo nila itong bilyon-bilyon na ito, yun, pwedeng sabi nga ni Lacson, maaaring money laundering yun, di ba? So, ito pa, mabilis ang complete, 3 araw lang, 46%, tapos na, abay, pambihira.
3 buwan makalipas, naningil ulit ang kontratista dahil 89% complete na raw ang proyekto. Kahit nasa litrato, parang wala namang galaw ang proyekto.
No-brainer, ika nga, maliwanag na iisa ang larawan na ginamit at sinumite para sa 2 progress billings ng SIMS.
Ang isa pang pasabog ang Global Kit Builders na nakakuha daw ng mahigit 2.
Antindi na, no? After naging 86% na daw natapos pero pareho lang naman ang itsura. Parang gago, no? Ayun, no? Di ba? Hindi, lang, naging blur lang ng konti ito. Parang nilinis lang. Ayop din. Hindi man lang tinanggal yung tao, BAI naman.